This is our second lecture from percentages. So let's get started. Our question says income of a man is increased by 1800 and payable tax decreased from 18% to 15% in both the cases. Okay, 18% to 15%. This full stop here. Now in both the cases 29% of income is tax free. So 25% of income is tax free. Okay. Now payable tax is same in both the cases. Now find the initial income. Now before attempting this question, try to understand the question and solve it on your own, right? You can pause the video, try to solve it, then you can compare with my method, how the way I solve, right? Now I hope you solve the question, right? You have to try solving the question on your own, then see the method, right? That helps actually. Now income of a man is increased by 1800. Earlier he has, let us suppose he has an income of X. Now he is having X plus 1800. Now what happened? Earlier the tax is 18%. Now it is 15%. There is a reduction in tax, right? 18 to 15. But income is increased from X to X plus 1800. Now again he says in both the cases, there are two cases here. In both the cases 29% of the tax is income is tax free, right? So that means what is the taxable income in both the cases? It is 71%, right? 29% is tax free means 71% is the taxable income. Since we are calculating income tax here, we always calculate income tax on taxable income, right? On non-taxable income we won't calculate the income tax. So you say 71% of X, okay, is equal to and then percentage 71 into X into what is the percentage? 18% tax is equal to X plus 1800 into 71 into 15%, right? I'm solving orally first, then I will explain you. So if you see this equation, 71 is on both the sides, so you will cancel out the 71, right? So which means this 29% is a superfluous information. Straight away you can cancel out this information, right? Now your speed depends on identifying these kind of superfluous informations or unnecessary informations you can filter out. The reason I told you, because on both the sides taxable income is on the same percentage, right? Same percentage is taxed on both the sides, right? Here also 71, there also 71. Straight away you will cancel out 71 and 71, right? That's why you can neglect 29%. Now see this income of a man. First I will tell you, I'll show you how to solve this question in different methods, right? Now first is 18%. See here, let us assume your initial income is X. Now your income is X plus 1800. This time here your tax is 18%, here it is 15%. He says in both the cases 29% of income is tax free. That means here it is taxed, 71% of income is taxed here, here also 71% of income is taxed. He says in both the cases, what is the constant here? I told you, you have to identify the constant. What is the constant here? Payable tax is same in both the cases. What is payable tax? Your taxable income into percentage of income tax is equal to your tax, right? So this is the equation, income into income tax. Income tax is what? Tax on top of your income, right? This will give you total tax. What is this? This is nothing but tax rate, tax percentage, right? Tax percentage. Again tax percentage, tax is different, tax percent is different. You should know all these nuances, right? Tax is a value, tax percent is a comparative attribute, like averages, similarly percentages. So percentages is a comparative thing. We compare tax with income, so it becomes tax percentage. So tax percentage is also nothing but rate, okay? Rate. So tax rate is nothing but tax by income, so income get cancelled, so you will be left with tax. That's it, right? So you need not know all these things, you need not memorize all this stuff, okay? This is a very general thing, right? Now what will you do to get the tax? First thing is you will take your income, and he said already 71% of the income is taxable. So X into 71 into what is the income tax rate? Tax rate is 18%. So this total gives you the income tax, right? Income tax rate is different from income tax. This is equal to, again, what is the income here? X plus 1800 into what is the taxable income? It is 71% of this income is taxable, and what is the income tax rate? It is 15%. Now solve this, you will get your answer, right? This whole equation, you will get your answer. This is one way of solving the question. Now first of all, the methods which we solve is, first method itself will be the easiest method. Now we will try to refine it and try to solve even more conceptually, right? So that what we are essentially doing here is, we are already eliminating the traditional method. We won't be solving the questions in a traditional way. Our method will be directly the shortcut, not even shortcut, it is a conceptual way of solving, right? So our first method itself will be very concise and very precise one, right? Very succinct. Now we will try to refine it further and try to solve it in very better way, much better way, right? Now this is one way of solving. You can try this, right? This is a method 1. Now what is the method 2? Let us discuss that. Your method 2 is, observe here, your income tax rate from 18%, it is becoming how much? 15%, right? Tax is becoming, income tax rate 18 to 15, there is a decrease. At the same time, what is happening? Your income X is becoming X plus 1800. Agree? Now see here, what is the multiplication factor? 18 is becoming 15 means your multiplication is nothing but 15 by 18. So 18 should be multiplied by 15 by 18, then you will get 15, right? So this is the multiplication factor. That means your rate, the multiplication factor for income tax rate is nothing but 15 by 18, which is 3 5s are 3 6 are 5 by 6, correct? Now understand here, your rate is decreasing, okay? To make your income tax constant, what should happen? Your income should increase, correct? If your income is increasing and then your income tax rate is decreasing, only then you can make that tax as a constant, right? It's same in both the cases. So he's saying there are two cases. One is having X salary, another case there is X plus 1800 salary. In both the cases, they're getting the same income tax. How is this possible? Only when income is increasing, then your tax should decrease. Only then you can get a same value, right? Only then it is possible. So since multiplication factor here is 5 by 6, now you can tell by yourself what will be the multiplication factor for this. Only when income tax rate is decreasing means your income should increase, correct? This is increasing, so that is inversely proportion. So your multiplication factor will be 6 by 5. That's it, okay? Now see here, X will become X plus 1800 when you multiply X with 6 by 5. That is the meaning here. And one more way you can interpret is, your X when increased by 20%, you will get X plus 1800. That's it. Okay, so X when increased by 20%, you will get X plus 1800. Why 20% here? You will get to know that slowly, right? What is the meaning of 6 by 5? 6 by 5 is a multiplication factor. This gives you a relation between two numbers, that is X and X plus 1800. What it says is, there is an increase of 1 on top of 5. If you observe this carefully, this multiplication factor is 6 by 5, which means there is an increase of 1 on top of 5. There is an increase of 1 on top of 5. What is it? You can write it in percentages, just multiply by 100, you will get 20%. So from this what you can say is, X should be increased by 20% so that you will get X plus 1800. Agree? That is the meaning of this. Now see this, from here what you can observe is, right, what you can observe is 20% of X will be equal to 1800. Agree? Because X when increased by 20% gives you X plus 1800, which means 20% of X is nothing but 1800, right? See here, X into 6 by 5 equal to X plus 1800. This is what I am saying. Now here you can solve this equation. Actually you can solve this by saying 6x is equal to 5x plus 9000. That way you can solve it. So X will be 9000. You can solve it this way. Other way of thinking is, X when increased by, X when multiplied by 6 by 5 gives you X plus 1800. Similarly you can read it out this way, when X is increased by 1 by 5, right? When X is increased by 1 by 5, it gives you 1800. That's it. This is one more interpretation, right? You can go anyway. So from this what you can say is, from this equation you say X when increased by 20% is becoming X plus 1800, which means that 20% increase, 20% of X will be equal to that 1800. That is the meaning here. That's what I wrote here. Okay, So 20% of x is nothing but 1 by 5. So x by 5 is equal to 1800, which is, that implies x is equal to 1800 into 5, which is 9000. See here, we simplified it much better, right? Now we simplified it further. Now I will simplify it even further. See here, again, now this is method 2. Let us go by our method 3, which is even simpler. Here income tax rate, what is the ratio of income tax rate? Here 18%, here 15%. So that means here this is 6:5. Agree? Income tax rate is 6:5, and since both are having the same income tax, right? Same income tax in both the cases, that means your income should be in the ratio opposite, 5:6, correct? So here your income tax rate is 6:5, means your income should be 5:6. That's it. So if your earlier income is 5, your new income will be 6. That is the meaning of this. Now what is the difference here? Earlier it is 5, now it is 6. The difference is 1. This one value is given as 1800 in the question, right? One value is given as 1800 in the question. Done. Now what did he ask? What is the initial income? What is the initial income? It is 5 parts. Now we are solving by parts. One part value is equal to 1800, means 5 parts will be equal to 1800 into 5, which is 9000. That's it. This is our method 3. Now you can solve any equation in multiple ways. It all depends on your perception of the question, right? Your approach. The more smarter you think, the more easier it will be, the lesser time it will take, right? Now I hope you understood all the 3 methods, and you can, if you want, you can make this question even more complicated, okay, by forming equations and all, right? That's all not necessary here. Anyway, I always try to not to use any variables, right? If not, in worst case, only maximum one variable, that is x. That's it. But not x, y, z together, all these things, right? Now let us solve our next question. Income of a person is increased by 2000. The tax rate decreases from 14 to 12%. Payable tax is same as before if first and second conditions 20% and 30% income is tax free. Now you see here the difference is very much clear. Earlier the income tax, the tax free income is same, right? That is 21%, 29% is tax free, but here it is different. Here it is 20% and 30%, right? Now see here, what will you do? Now income of a person is increased by 2000. Okay, let it be x and x plus 2000. Okay, and what is taxable income here? 20% is tax free, means taxable is 80%, here taxable is 70%. Now what is the income tax here? 14%, 12%. Try to cancel out both the things, right? 0 0 and 276 77 43. So from this you can say 4x is equal to 3x plus 600. X is equal to 600. Okay, 600. 600 or anything else. This is 6000, right? Sorry, 6000. So this will be 3000 and 6000. Right, done. Now he is asking what is his current income. Current income will be x plus 2000. That means you have to add extra 2k. So it will be 8000. This is the way you have to solve in your exam, right? Simple steps. Now I'll tell you why I solve like this, right? Normally people will tend to write it this way: x into 20% is tax free, so 80%, like this they will write. Then again, what is the income tax ratio? It is 14%, which is equal to x plus 2000 into taxable income is 30%, means 70%, 70 by 100 into 12%. You should not write all these things, right? Because you are writing a graduate level exam, right? You should be able to visualize all these things in your mind itself, right? You should not go this step. Mind you, whenever you are writing all these kind of equations, okay, you have to write only when you don't get any idea, right? But first of all, try to be smart. Your approach should be smart, right? All these things can be done in your mind itself, mentally, right? So this is your answer for this question. That's it. Now let us solve our next question. The question says income of a person decreased by 3000 rupees. Decreased by, it's not decreased to, right? You need to observe the differences as well. Decreased by 3000. And the rate of income tax is increased from 15 to 18%. The ratio of paid tax is 3:2. 29% of income is tax free in both the cases. Now find the initial income. See here, the difference is clearly what is different from the earlier question. Earlier question it says income tax paid is same in both the cases, but here is it is 3:2. Correct? Now as I told you earlier, what is your tax? Tax is nothing but your income into rate. Correct? What is your rate again? If you see, your income into rate is nothing but your tax upon income. This income and income get cancelled, you will get tax. That is what you said, tax is equal to tax, right? So income tax is nothing but income into rate. Correct? You need not memorize all this formula. This is a general application, right? You should get to know this, right? All these conversions. Once you are very much convenient with these kind of conversions, it will be easy for you, right? That unit conversions is very much important. So in a question, at times your units will be very helpful. In my mensuration course and geometry course, I have clearly showed you what are the uses of taking a note of these measurements, right? At times, as I told you, measurements will be very useful, right? Now let us solve this question. He says income tax increase from 15 to 18. Fine. Okay. Now see this. Tax is nothing but 3:2. I'll tell you what is this. Okay, is equal to, what is the income? Let it be X, let it be Y. Okay, let it be income, and this is a tax. And income into rate. What is the rate here? Here 15%, here 18%, right? Now see this, 3 is becoming 2. 3 is becoming 2 means what is the multiplication factor? 2 by 3. Correct? 2 by 3. That means 3 should be multiplied by 2 by 3 so that you will get 2. Now let the multiplication factor here be A by B. You don't know what is A by B. What is the multiplication factor here? 15 is becoming 18 means it is nothing but 18 by 15, which is 6 by 5. Okay, 6 by 5. From this what you can say is your multiplication factor 2 by 3 is equal to A by B into 6 by 5. Mind you, this A by B is nothing but the multiplication factor which says relation between X and Y, where X is the initial income, Y is the latest income. Now let us simplify this. 2 goes 3 times. Okay, so it will be A by B will be equal to 5 by 9. That's it. Okay. Now what is this 5 by 9? This 5 by 9 says the relation between X and Y. So from this what you can say is X into A by B is equal to Y. Agree? This A by B is nothing but a multiplication factor for X. So your A by B is 5 by 9. So X into 5 by 9 will be equal to Y. That's it. Okay. Now see here, X into 5 by 9 is Y. From this you have to tell me what is the relation this 5 by 9 is saying you. Right? This 5 by 9 tells you the relation between X and Y. What it is saying is your X is 4 by 9 less than Y. 1 by 9 is nothing but 11.11%. 4 by 9 is nothing but 44.44%. That means when your X is reduced by 44.44%, you will get Y. That is the meaning conveyed by this, right? X into 5 by 9 is equal to Y. When you convert this into a sentence, an expressible sentence, you can say that this number 5 by 9 is giving you a lot more information. It says that when X is reduced by 44.44%, it gives you Y. That is the meaning of this, right? Now see here, in the question he gave, the person's income is reduced by 3000, right? 3000. So from this what you can say, X is when reduced by 4 by 9. Why you got 4 by 9 here? 5 by 9 means there is a reduction of 4 on top of 9. Agree? When you give 4 to this 5, that 5 will become 9. Correct? Now 5 by 9 means there is a reduction of 4 on top of 9. So reduction of 4 on top of 9. X into 4 by 9 is nothing but 3000. This is the given question. Now 2 goes 2 times, 1500 and 750. You cancel this. So X is nothing but 750 into 9. 0, 45, 4, 63 and 67. So 6750 will be the answer for this question. You have to see this, his initial income. He asked the value of X. which is nothing but 6750. Believe me, this question, if you solve this question using this method, whichever I taught you till now, you will solve this question in hardly 20 seconds, not more than that. Whereas other people who don't know this technique, they will be solving this question using variables which take them more than a minute, or more than 2 minutes, right? But for you who followed this concept properly, will be able to solve this question in less than 20 seconds. Maximum time is 20 seconds. Now see how I will solve this question in the exam. He says, when I'm reading the question itself, I will scan through the important points and I will form my equation. Okay, what I will do is 3:2 is the income tax ratio, so multiplication factor will be 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is equal to A by B into 18 by 15, which is 6 by 5. So in my exam I will directly write this step. I will directly write 2 by 3 is equal to A by B into 6 by 5. That's it. 2 3 cancel, it will be A by B is equal to it will be 5 by 9. That's it. Got it. Again I know what is the relation between A and B. It is 5 and 9. So which says the relation between X and Y also. I will say X into 4 by 9 is equal to 3000. That's it. So again my second step will be X into 4 by 9. 4 by 9 is equal to 3000, which goes 750 times 750 into 9. That's it. How many steps did I write on this paper? Hardly this much. That's it. Okay, that's it. So you should always, okay, from now onwards, at least from now onwards, try to avoid the traditional methods, right? Whenever you see a question, try to solve it in a logical way, in a conceptual way, right? Try to apply these kind of concepts in each and every question you see. Now if you follow the course properly, by the end of the course, I can guarantee you, whichever arithmetic question you see, I'm pretty sure you will be solving in a different way than your co-aspirants. Let us solve next question. The question says, a man's annual income has increased by 4 lakhs, but the tax on the income that he has to pay has reduced from 12% to 10%. He now pays rupees 10,000 more income tax, right? He now pays 10,000 rupees more as income tax. What is his new income? That is the question, right? Now before solving this question, pause the video, take time and solve it on your own. Then you can compare with the method I teach, right? Now see this, the way we solve this question is, first understand the question. I'll tell you what are the assumptions you need to make while you are understanding the question, right? The question says, annual income has increased. This person, there is initial amount of X, earlier salary is X, now new salary is Y. Y is nothing but 4 lakhs more than X, so Y minus X will be 4. Okay, that is the way of forming the equations, but we don't form any equations, right? See here, income is increased by 4 lakhs. This is one thing. Secondly, tax is reduced from 12 to 10. Tax is reduced, income is increased. Only in this case we can get a constant output as tax, right? Like what I mean to say is, there are two cases here. In the first case, he has income of X and he is paying a tax of 12%. In the second case, he is an income of X plus 4 lakhs and he is paying a tax of only 10%, right? Now assume that he said he now pays 10,000 more. Assume that this is not given. Okay, assume that he is paying same tax in both the scenarios. Okay, if you assume this way, your question will be easy. Now you will get habituated to know what to assume also, right? As and when you watch the videos, as and when you follow the course properly, you definitely, after some time, you will understand what are the proper assumptions you need to take to simplify your question, right? Now what I'm assuming here is, I'm assuming that in both the cases my tax is constant. Okay, same tax is paying. How is that possible? When income is more, his tax should reduce. Only then he will be able to pay same tax in both the cases, right? This scenario is possible only that way. For suppose if income is increasing and income tax rate is also increasing, will it be possible for him to pay same tax in both the cases? No, right? So which means your income tax rate is exactly inversely proportional to your income. Only then you will be able to pay constant tax, same tax in both the cases. Now see here, your income tax earlier is 12%, income tax rate is 12%, now it is 10%. what is the multiplication factor? 12 is becoming 10, which means multiplication factor is nothing but 10 by 12, which is 5 by 6. Now you can say if his earlier income is X and new income is Y, what is the multiplication factor here? It should be 6 by 5, exactly opposite to the multiplication factor of rate. So from this what you can say, X into 6 by 5 is equal to Y. Agree? Right? From this equation what else can you say? X when increased by 20% will give you Y. Understood? 6 by 5 is nothing but there is an increase of 1 on top of 5. Increase of 1 on top of 5, which means 1 by 5, which is 20%. So that means from this you can say that X is 20% more than Y. Okay? X into 1 by 5 will give you the increased amount. Right? Now what I mean to say is X is 20% increased. So if X is increased by 20%, then it will be Y. That is the meaning of this, right? Now also you can say that X into 1 by 5 will be equal to that increased amount, right? There is an increase of 1 on top of 5. That's what I am writing here. X into 1 by 5 will give you 4 lakhs. That's what given in the question, right? So X is nothing but 4 into 5, 20 lakhs. That's it. But X 20 lakhs is not your answer. He said what is the new income? Okay, what is the new income? Now see this, X is nothing but 20 lakhs. Now the answer is not 20 lakhs and the answer is not even 24 lakhs, right? He's asking for the new income, it is not even 24 lakhs, right? Now you have to go back to our assumption, right? Earlier you had an assumption that in both the cases he is paying the same tax, right? You have to go to that, unravel it, right, and work on that. Now see here, his new income is 24 lakhs plus there will be something. What is that something? The clue is here, right? The clue is here. He says that he is paying 10,000 more income tax. So there is some amount hidden. On that amount, 10% is equivalent to 10,000. So what is this amount? 10% of this amount is 10,000 means to get that amount we have to say 100% of that amount. 100% is nothing but 100 by 100, which is 1. 1 into amount will be amount, right? So 10% of the amount is 10,000 means 100% of the amount will be 1 lakh. So the hidden amount is plus 1 lakh. So your final answer will be 25 lakhs. Understand? So here see this. When you see this question, first thing is you have to make an assumption that in both the cases your tax is same. That way you are actually simplifying the question. Now if once your assumption that both the cases tax is same, what happens? You will get a ratio of 6:5. In the tax is 12:10 means it is 6:5. So your income will be 5:6. The difference is 1. 1 value equal to 4, right? 1 value equal to 4. He is asking about the new value. That means 6. 6 into 4 will be 24 lakhs. That's it. Now your new value is 24 lakhs plus go back to the previous assumption and now see this. What I am saying is rate is 6:5, so income will be 5:6. Difference is 1. This 1 value is nothing but 4. You are asked to find what is the new income. New income is nothing but 6. 6 into 4 is nothing but 24. 24 lakhs. This is not the answer. This 24 will be the answer when both the cases income tax is same. Income tax amount is same. But income tax amount is not the same in both the cases. In second case, there is a extra income tax of 10,000. How did you get that extra income tax of 10,000? Because there is a charge of 10% on certain hidden amount, right? So 10% of that hidden amount is 10,000. So hidden amount will be 1 lakh. So plus 1 lakh, which will be 25 lakhs. This will be your answer. That's it. See you in next lecture.